Hello users, I'm Yellow and welcome to my channel. So I watched Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey in theaters. I think I watched it one day after it was released. Yeah, I did. After I left the theaters, I honestly didn't know how to feel about it. And this is coming from someone who knew almost nothing about The Odyssey beforehand. But after thinking about it for a while, I finally know how I feel. So today I'm going to share my thoughts in this review. Also, since this is my first experience with The Odyssey, some of my opinions might sound a little weird to people who already know the story. So just keep that in mind. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I also have a Discord server, so feel free to join if you're interested. Anyways, let's get into the review. The Odyssey tells the story of Odysseus, a Greek king trying to return home after the Trojan War. Along the way, he faces monsters, gods, and countless dangers while his family waits for him back in Ithaca. Now, that's a great premise, but how well was it executed? Let's find out. So let's start with what I liked about this film, because there's actually a lot that I enjoyed. First, the armor designs look awesome. They look great in every scene, especially Agamemnon's, which I'll get back to him later actually. The cinematography is also mesmerizing. Almost every shot in this film looks beautiful, and it really helps immerse you in the world while you're watching. Now let me talk about some scenes in the film. The witch scene was really disturbing, but that was definitely intentional. The way she turns the men into pigs yeah, it was unsettling, but I thought it was a great scene. The Cyclops scene was cool too. I don't have particularly strong feelings about it, but I will say I found it funny that as soon as they burnt the Cyclops' eye, this loud, epic music suddenly starts playing. I don't know why, but that made me laugh. The Troy sequence was definitely my favorite part of this movie. I love almost everything about it, and I think this is the perfect time to talk about Agamemnon and some of the other characters. Agamemnon doesn't get much screen time, but he makes the most of every moment he's on screen. He has such a commanding presence, especially during his entrance through the gates of Troy. That scene was incredibly cool. Even with such limited screen time, he left a strong impression on me every time he appeared. Benny Safdie did a great job as a character. He's the same guy who played Bowser Jr. in the Super Nothing Burger movie. Matt Damon was also great as Odysseus. There isn't really anything I disliked about his performance. I enjoyed him throughout the film, but I think he's at his best during the climax. Anne Hathaway was great as Penelope as well. I really liked how some of her scenes are framed, especially when she's standing behind closed doors. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but I think those shots add to the atmosphere and work really well. Antinous was a great antagonist. I do wish he had a bit more screen time though. I think that would have made me enjoy his character even more. Even so, he was fantastic during the climax. Now before I get into the things I didn't like, I should mention that the film doesn't tell the story in chronological order. Normally that can be confusing, but here I think it works for the most part. Now for the negatives. I didn't enjoy Tom Holland as Telemachus or Zendaya as Athena as much as the rest of the cast. I don't think either of them gave a bad performance. In fact, I think both did a decent job. But compared to the other characters, I found them the least interesting. Telemachus spends much of the film traveling to meet people who fought alongside Odysseus in the Trojan War, hoping to learn whether his father is still alive. At the same time, his journey helps him grow into someone capable of protecting his family. Even though I wasn't invested in his storyline, I still think he served his role well. And to give him some credit, I thought he was great during the climax. And speaking of the climax, it's easily my second favorite part of the movie. As for Athena, I think she served her role in the story, but she was definitely the least interesting character to me. That was a little disappointing because she's the goddess of wisdom, so I expected her to have a much stronger presence. Instead, whenever she appeared, I never felt like her scenes had the same impact as the rest of the cast. As for the pacing, I think it's decent overall, but there were definitely points where the film felt a little slow. It's a very long movie, and while I understand why, I still found myself getting a little bored in some parts. Maybe that's just me, but I expected it to keep me engaged more consistently. Anyways, this is how I feel about the Odyssey 2026. I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. Maybe my rating will change in the future, but for now, that's where I stand. It's nice to have a more positive review, because my last ones were more on the negative side. What do you guys think of the movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, I'm Yalla, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!